Okay, I'm trying to get, I've always said I was going to do this, and before my wreck, that's another story on a whole nother time. Before my wreck, I had already started doing this, and everything just telling me you should have kept, you should keep going. Now, like I said, before my wreck, there was a whole, had started doing this, but then I stopped, and I'll tell y'all about that on another time. IJS, BCW, WTBS. How y'all doing? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to me. My name is Michael. I'm not just any Michael. I'm Michael. IJS, BTW, WTBS Network. I'm just saying, by the way, with that being said, network. I am the CEO. I'm going to start this podcast myself. This is just like my introduction, y'all. I said the other day I was a chronic procrastinator, and I'm just really trying to stop that and just trying to do what I feel like I can be doing. But again, that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that as time go by. But I am drinking, y'all, so you gotta don't excuse what I'm saying, because I feel like I tell the truth and I speak facts. But it is what it is. But I'm really big on current affairs, politics, stuff like that. I do uh hot topics and celebrity media, celebrity news and all that. I do that every now and again, especially when something happened like P. Diddy, but that's a whole nother thing. But yeah. And so what's today? Today is the first. Today is June 1st, 2024. And so I just want to get my go ahead and do my first video. I think my first video I did was after my official first video was after the New Year's, before I had my rig. And when y'all, my dog got my sock. He done ran in my room, got a sock, and then came back in here with my sock. I'm thinking you got a whole toy, but that's my sock. Anyway, we just gonna let him sit there. Her, my bad. Or are you a them or they? I don't know. Don't know. That's my baby dog. But I do. I feel like in my other life, I was if I'd have did right, I'd have been a political constitutional lawyer by now. When I graduated out of high school, because I'm older than I look, when I graduated out of high school, what I should have did was I should have went to the Navy, like I said I was going to do, but I didn't go to the Navy. I went to California, and then again, whole nother story. I tell y'all gonna learn all of this about me and about my past and how I got to where I am and how all of that. But since it's the 1st of June, officially Pride Month, happy gay month, y'all. Just for those of y'all who don't know, I am gay. I don't like, you don't, especially if you physically see me out, you don't assume that I'm gay until you see me walk and talk to me. You're like, maybe he gay. And then, but you don't assume that. And so, and especially how I dress, how I have my hair, you wouldn't assume that. And so, but I'm not ashamed, or I'm not closeted or anything like that. I make it apparent that I'm gay, because as long as I've been gay, it's always been girls and boys who'd be like, "You gay, boy? I'll give you, if you wasn't, or because you are, I give you, boy, And I just be like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And like I said again, I'm older than I look. I look like I'm just older than I look. We gonna look at this because Medea said the best. Black don't crack unless you do it. Um, but we're gonna talk about Donald Trump being found guilty of all of these of what was it, 34 counts? 34 counts. Personally, I didn't think he was gonna be found guilty. Personally, I didn't think he was gonna win. I don't even think he thought he was gonna win. But in 2016 he won or whatever. But the fact that they let this man just keep just saying stuff, that just amazes me. How he can just say lies and it's just like, okay, he lying, and then when he lying, and then the people that know he lying support his lies, and then it just be like, I didn't think he was going to be found guilty at all, because again, Eric Trump said it best. They white. They don't care about black folks getting put to jail, but a white person with the perception of money, and again, I said perception of money, because Donald Trump ain't what he claimed to be all these years. But if that's what you want to believe, that's what you want to believe. I'm on to the firm's belief of if you with him. I had an Uber driver when I was going to work, and my Uber driver, he was a Trump supporter, and I'm like, call me crazy. It's not that I dislike Donald Trump. No, I won't vote for him. Let me get that straight. Let me make that clear. I wouldn't vote for him. I'm not going to vote for him. But I admire him, because for him to make it all the way off of a lie, off of conning people, to make it all the way to the president, the highest office in the land, I admire you. I admire you to be as not smart as I believe in. I don't believe Donald Trump is literate. Like I say, I'm sure the president has to be literate. I would assume that. But I don't believe Donald Trump is literate. I don't believe that at all. Just the way he talks. I'm just saying, it's just the way he talks. I don't believe he's literate, and I don't see how y'all can sit up there and let a man who's just not there be president. But hey, they did. But again, I think that was a white lash from Barack Obama. That white grievance from Barack Obama's. I don't believe I've ever been racist. I may be prejudiced a little, but I don't think I've ever been racist. And I tell my friend Troy, I tell him all the time, because he's not a fan of Anglo-Saxon people. He, but he grew up with, around, at the time of my mom, at the civil rights era, so he's not as inclined to, he's not as susceptible to Anglo-Saxon as he is to black people. But hey, but I don't think I'm racist. I would take prejudice maybe, because I prefer black people over white people, but not that they're better. I don't think I'm racist. I would take prejudice, but I don't think I'm racist. But I would think, me being a black man, I would think, there's, before Trump, I thought there were guardrails for people like him. There were guardrails. There were things to saying, hey, and how everybody say the guardrails held because Trump didn't do what he wanted to do. And I get that. I get that with the whole January 6th, and I get that. And I'm telling y'all, I was going down the highway. I'm from Louisiana, but I stay in Dallas, Texas. I was coming down the highway, and they had a sign on 75 hanging off of the overpass. I think I was going through Mockingbird, and they said, they had his mugshot picture, and the more they indict, the more we unite type thing. And then, I was like, oh my God, I think I even recorded it. They have this stuff going down, because I didn't even know that what's her name? The Kraken lady. She was from Dallas. I never knew she was from Dallas. And then if you look at the January 6th, because I'm good at researching stuff. I like to look up stuff. If you look at the January 6th, the most people that was arrested was from Northeast Texas. The most people that was arrested from January 6th was from Northeast Texas. And so and that's the area that I'm in. And I didn't know, what's her name? Sydney Powell. That's her name, Sydney Powell. I didn't never know that she was from Dallas. I never knew that. And then, but you would think that they would have guardrails for people like Trump, but they don't, because he is a white man with the perception of status. He's a billionaire, and I use that term very, very loosely. He's a billionaire, and he's doing his thing, and it's just because he's white. It's just because he's a white man, and Trump used social media, his celebrity, to get to where he was. And do I really care about the verdict? No, I really don't. Because if you fucked a porn star, whatever. I never thought you were supposed to be. You should have been president in the first place. But if you did that, okay. Does the verdict affect me? No, it doesn't. Because, like I said, I'm more surprised that they found you guilty than anything. But okay, they found you guilty. But there's other things that you've done that I think you are so much in trouble for, more than just cheating in the 2016 election. Because if I'm not mistaken, you cheated in this 2016 election because Russia helped you. So am I really mad about that? I think I already kind of knew that. Dude, would that have stopped you from beating Hillary? I don't know. Did you really beat her because you lost the popular vote, but you won the electoral college? And I'm like I said again, I'm big on politics and political news. And I heard on one podcast I was watching where it said DEI is no, the electoral college is DEI for Republicans, and that is so right. That is so right. Like, I was like, oh my God, I never think about that. That is so right. Because when you lost the popular vote twice, and then my only thing about Donald Trump, and again, I'm not saying this because I hate Donald Trump. No, I'm not going to vote for him. I don't hate for him. I admire him because he used all of his gumption, his tenacity, he used all of that to become the president of the United States and fool a lot of people that he is the end all be all. When he said to Corinthians, and he's not religious. I don't care what y'all say. He's not religious. He doesn't. Again, this is all my opinion. IJS, BTW, WTBS. I'm just saying. By the way, and with that being said, he's not religious. I don't think he's literate. I don't think he's smart in any one kind of way, shape, form, and fashion. He just have the aura of a white man with money. That's all that he has going for him. That's all. He's not a successful businessman. Nothing has been a success in his life. And when he first became president, I was like, well, okay, well, we gonna see. We gonna see. And the man is not, he's the last, I'm trying to word this the right way. He's the last domino in my mother's name, and he's the last domino need to fall for everything to move forward. He's the last one. He's the one that's holding up the progression of us. And again, I'm not saying Joe Biden is the because I think Joe Biden has his issues. I really do. Me personally, I thought Gavin Newsom, and even though he might do this in 2028, I thought Gavin Newsom should have been the presidential nominee. That's just me. I thought he should have been the presidential nominee. But Donald Trump, I don't believe, and he's a divisive character. He's a device. He's just too divisive for the country. That's just my opinion. I think, like I said, I've always said, and I'm going to say, I think Gavin Newsom should have been the presidential nominee for the Democrat. But again, that's just me. I can't believe that Donald Trump, even when him being found guilty, I don't believe that's going to affect anything. I don't believe anybody. The polls, I don't believe the polls. I don't believe all these black people are going for Donald Trump and all that. I don't believe any of that. But if we were to believe the polls, like I said, like one person said in 2016, then we wouldn't have Donald Trump as a president in 2016. But I believe what I believe, and what I believe is what I believe. And like I said, I really want to start a coalition at the club to have the young people vote, so we can and like it's not on me to, well, I guess it would be, but I just don't think Donald Trump should be, if Donald Trump wins, if Donald Trump is elected, we're going to civil war. I believe it's going to be chaotic regardless if he wins or not. That's just what I believe. I don't know how. I don't want to say a civil war is coming, but I believe it's going to be chaotic whether he wins or not. It's going to be very much so chaotic. Things are going to change in the United States on a permanent basis. I don't know how it's going to change. I don't know for good, for bad, but I believe whether he wins or not, things are going to change. That's what I believe. But so that's my little halfway take on it, because I'm gonna start trying to do these videos on a more frequent basis. Let me say it like that, a more frequent basis, because I want to start saying how I feel. And like I said, when I want to do this earlier, but I had a car wreck and I was out for a few years and all that. But that's a whole nother story. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. IGS, BTW, Wtbs. I'm just saying. By the way, with that being said, all right, y'all, I might holler at me. Leave a comment, like it, subscribe it, share me with your friends, and tell them, I got a new person, another, young man, black young man that's giving his take on the politics of the United States of America. And, help me out. Tell a friend, tell a kin, tell the heifer you hate. Tell them we all here. All right, y'all. Y'all have a nice weekend. It's January the 1st. I'm on the script. Holla at me. All right, bye.